Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from Neptune XRP. Just received another phishing letter supposedly from Ledger. Never scan any QR codes or respond to any links. You know, as the price of crypto rises, the scams will rise with it. You'll see more AI videos telling you that they're going to double your XRP bag. You got to be careful with everything you do going forward. I want you to keep your crypto as safe as possible. You know, if you want to make a lot of money in crypto, you have to keep your crypto safe. That's what it comes down to. Tim Kotzman, a Bitcoin maxi, was bombarded by the media about XRP. The demand and attention for XRP is real. What's going on is this: a shift is happening. You know, the Bitcoin ETFs were great. Institutions like to get exposure to Bitcoin. But you honestly think these institutions don't see the shift happening? You know, if something doesn't have utility, it's not going to make it in the future. It's going to become irrelevant. And anybody who sees it first and moves their money first, they're going to get ahead of everyone else. And that's why we're going to see a lot of institutional adoption for the XRP ledger. Cohort 6 is officially underway. Meet 9 startups building the future of finance on the XRP ledger in the XRP Ledger Accelerator. Look at some of these projects. Endl.io is a licensed cross-border payments platform enabling fiat to stablecoin conversions and yield-bearing accounts. Anados aims to provide a one-stop shop for on-chain finance, building out an end-user-facing P2P payments platform on XRP Ledger rails with a focus on retail holders and small businesses. That's going to be a good one because, you know, small business, they're always looking to expand. They're always looking to get the upper hand on the competition as well. Archway Finance simplifies cross-border payroll and invoicing for freelancers and remote workers, particularly in emerging markets. It leverages USDC for payments and offers direct integrations with major platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, and Deal. Everything that we see building right now on the XRP ledger, it's all geared toward institutional adoption and growth inside of payments. Effect Studios is building Zenora, a team lancing platform that tokenizes gig payouts and leverages XRP Ledger escrow for milestone-based freelance payments. Agrify is building a global marketplace and payment disbursement platform designed to transform how fragmented supply networks in emerging markets connect to international demand. T54 Labs is building infrastructure to support the emergence of intelligent, goal-directed AI agents that interact with XRP Ledger to perform complex, multi-step workflows. By developing the T-Ledger platform, T54 enables agents to autonomously transact, manage assets, and interface with blockchains through a unified SDK and API stack. Again, if it's not institutional adoption, they're also pushing forward with AI projects as well. StablePay is building a stablecoin-powered fiat-to-fiat cross-border payments network designed for Global South, enabling fast and low-cost international transactions without requiring users to interact directly with blockchain infrastructure. Again, a lot to do with cross-border payments, person-to-person payments. Lula is building a unified financial platform for cross-border trade in Latin America, offering embedded FX, ERP tools, and stablecoin settlement. Fortstock digitizes trade finance operations by tokenizing warehouse receipts. Their platform serves as an infrastructure layer to facilitate secure asset-backed lending between third-party lenders and borrowers holding warehouse receipts. Trade finance as well. You know, trade is going digital. It's just a matter of time. The U.S., I think, is really going to start to push that, most likely after regulations are in place. But you see what's building out on the XRP ledger. This shows you what's coming. It's all around cross-border payments, AI, and now digital trade as well. Crypto multimillionaire says XRP is on the cusp of a big breakout. So Gordon is telling us that XRP is on the verge of a massive breakout. And, you know, we are going to see it start to happen. But the beginning, even at the earliest signs of price discovery, people are going to be calling the top already, only to watch it go higher. You cannot get shaken out by what other people are saying. Always take a good look at real-world events, the catalyst for XRP, the time frames in which things are happening. That gives you a better understanding. Do we go higher or is the top in? July 14th week, House announces Crypto Week. And look at what they're going to be working on. The Clarity Act, the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, and the Senate's Genius Act as part of Congress' efforts to make America the crypto capital of the world. I just want to see something big come out of Crypto Week. I don't want to see a bunch of politicians celebrating Crypto Week and getting nothing done. Let's hope something gets put in place. You can sue them. Ripple CTO speaks out on Robinhood. So Robinhood right now is talking about tokenization, and they're really building up a lot of momentum around it. But what happens if something goes wrong? David Schwartz said, Robinhood promises that they will make the token perform very similarly to the underlying stock, mirroring splits, dividends, acquisitions, and so on. If they fail to do so, you can sue them, assuming they remain solvent. You know, this is a big step for Robinhood, what they're doing. They're trying to take stocks globally through tokenization. This is either going to be a massive win, and everybody's going to want to do it if it is, or it could face some controversy. In other words, maybe it doesn't work out the way they expect it. And David Schwartz already said, if it doesn't work out, you can sue them. U.S. Treasury removes crypto broker reporting rules. Now, I got to tell you right now, there's a lot of people on X already saying that the government did away with capital gains tax on crypto because of this right here. This has nothing to do with capital gains. What this has to do is the U.S. Treasury is officially removing crypto broker reporting rules, according to Bloomberg report. The regulation under Section 6045 detailed how decentralized crypto exchanges or DeFi exchanges would report customer transaction information for tax purposes to the U.S. government. This is about you making transactions using crypto. It doesn't have to do with capital gains. Let's hope they get rid of the capital gains before the end of this year. That would be great. But for now, at least this is another big win. Because, you know, they were already heading down the road of unrealized gains under Biden. That means if your crypto ran up and you didn't sell and then it came back down, you're still on the hook for the capital gains on the run-up, whether you sold or not. The good thing is that's not going to happen ever again. Unrealized gains are the worst thing that could ever happen to anyone. And this, with them not keeping track of your transactions, that could also be looked at as a very big win. I just wanted to clear that up. Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin enters Transact payment platform. And this is big. So RLUSD is immediately available across all 64 countries that Transact supports for on-ramping. The supported jurisdictions include key markets including the United States, the United Kingdom, and the European Union. The integration has been in the works for about 3 months to ensure regulatory alignment across markets. So for the last 3 months, they've been working on getting this done. And now RLUSD is available in 64 markets. Imagine the momentum that's going to happen from this. $500 million market cap now is going to be $1 billion market cap in a very short period of time. This comes from the Real Remy Relief. Very, very, very important info from Tony. Don't make the same mistake I made my first time. I left $250K on the table 10 years ago in my first bull run. I didn't know what was going on. Take profits, but in my opinion, save a bag of XRP and XLM. You probably won't be able to buy back later for various reasons. And Tony's saying, remember, if you don't take profit, you don't make any money. But maybe when dealing with the old cycles, but with us being on the cusp of global adoption, I think seeing that play out is smarter than taking profit on this little bull run. Here's what I see. If you're holding other cryptocurrencies, great. Make sure you make money in this run. If you're holding XRP, there's nothing wrong with taking profit, but don't sell your entire bag. Because this run is different from every previous run. We are on the verge of institutional adoption. And the price of XRP can change very fast. And it might not come back down to these price points that people are predicting. You gotta look around before you sell. Even before you consider selling. Look at what's gonna happen short term. Because all of a sudden you might sell, price comes down a little bit, but then it goes on another massive move upward. We will talk about all those things as they happen on this channel. Crypto Q2 returns beat stocks by 3x. Why smart money says the bull run has already begun. And then they pointed this out. Unlike past bull runs, retail investors show less interest in Bitcoin this time. In fact, out of 10 experts, 99 Bitcoin spoke to, 9 said that retail traders were shifting their attention to altcoins. And that's what's going on in this run as well. People are looking beyond Bitcoin. You know, that was great in previous cycles. But this time around, there's no real money to be made there. And retail investors, most of the time, are 9 to 5 working people. So they want to put in some money and they want to get massive amount of money in return. You're not going to see that with Bitcoin. It's not even going to 2x from where it's sitting right now. However, a lot of people are expecting 20x plus for XRP. The return on investment for XRP is so much higher. That's why I'm always telling you, you know, if you hold some Bitcoin, great. In this run, once it hits the top or close to the top, I would sell and shift that money into utility. Because institutional adoption is not going to slow down. And they are already looking beyond Bitcoin. The institutions, they got bored with the Bitcoin ETFs. They're already looking down the road. They want to see the asset that's going to create the biggest disruption we have ever seen, and that is XRP. But like I always tell you, until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.